Hi, good morning, and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 626, and we are here live in Southwest Florida in my beautiful tropical backyard. If you are joining me live, please say hello. I will wait a few seconds for people to pop over from pre-chat and notifications. Got lots to show you this morning. Going to do some show and tell and some styling tips this morning. Hi, Cindy. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Hi, Joe. Good morning. Hi, Grace. Good morning. Hi, Kathy, Marcia, Rita, Thea, Katie, or Carrie, Thea, Lisa, Melissa, Sunshine, Donna, Mariana, Harvisha. Hi, everybody. Hi, Julia and Carmen, Judy. Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. Hi, Sean and Edna and Christine. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Trina. Good morning. Hi, Sharon and Val. Hi, Chantel. Hi, Margaret. Oh, Margaret, is it Friday? I thought it was Thursday. Ah, is it? Hold on. No, it's Thursday. I thought I lost a day there. Whew. It's okay, I do it all the time too. Hi, Jackie. Good morning. Welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast, everybody. I'm Kristin Omdahl, and this is episode 626. We're here live in Southwest Florida in my beautiful tropical backyard. I have lots of goodies to show you this morning, and I wanted to show you some progress I've made on my Sweet Clara cardigan. I had a pretty rough night last night. My power went out and I had to sleep in the heat, which was no fun. No AC, but it was on by morning and my house is almost back to regular temperature. So yay, didn't sleep too badly, all considering. So my Sweet Clara cardigan is really coming along. I am in the home stretch, I'm in the body portion, and just going to work on my second ball of yarn until I run out of yarn. I'll just go as far as the ball will take me and fasten off and be ready to wear it. I'm so excited. This is one of my favorite colors. It'll work with so many things in my wardrobe, and doing the cap sleeve version is something that I can wear year round here in Southwest Florida. Thank you, Julia. No, I didn't have the fan last night, Christine. No, the power was out. Jill, this is an existing pattern. It's called the Faye, and it's a crochet on fabric. The power was out, guys. I couldn't use a fan when the power was out. The AC was out and the power. The power company said that there was damage to a line here locally. So, yeah, anyway, it was turned on by morning, and the AC started working again, and I even had my hot water heater for a shower, so all is well and everything's back running smoothly now. Of course, I was baking a loaf of bread in the oven when it started, so that was weird. I have a very strange loaf of bread, but it's still hot bread, so I still ate it. It was just a little weird. Anyway, I'm wearing one. Remember how that slim fitting knee length Amazon dress that's like kind of my recent favorite? I got it in 2 new colors last week. I got it in the royal blue that you've seen me wear before, and today I'm wearing the violet plum kind of beautiful purple color, and I was inspired to try on some other sample garments that we haven't talked about in a while and show you some different styling tips for them. So this first one that I have on is from Layers Crochet Book. It's called the Faye Ruana, and right now, and it's a project where we cut the red bubble scarf, let's just start with the fabric. The red bubble scarf is amazing in itself, and it's that large 55-inch square of chiffon fabric that you can buy in my Redbubble shop with any of my artwork on it. And in this particular pattern, I show you how to cut up the front of the rectangle to create a Ruana shape, and then we did crochet on edging all around the edge, and then added fringe along the lower body. And right now I have it belted, which I think is just taking it to a whole new level. So I've belted around the whole, well, let's start from the beginning. I'm going to take it off first so you can see the square. Originally, it was a 55-inch square. We cut up the center, folded a hem, then crochet on fabric around the entire perimeter, then added tassels to the lower front and the lower back, not on the sleeves, just the lower front and the lower back. So as it sits like this is a gorgeous look all in itself. You could just wear it like this and call it a day, whether you wore a slim fitted dress underneath, a tank top and jeans, shorts and a t-shirt. There's any kind of, I mean, there's no wrong way to wear a loose and layery piece like this. It is a very forgiving layer for wearing slim fitted stuff underneath though too. If you're uncomfortable wearing slim fitted clothes by themselves, wearing a loose chiffon layer is a great way to be a little more modest. You could also add a shawl pin or a butterfly clip or any type of closure, or you could add chain ties to corset tie the front, and then that gives you a little more closure as well, and it's almost a little more like a poncho at that point. Now from here, the other way that I think is a really striking way to transform this piece, oh, and the links to all the patterns that I'm talking about today are already in the video description and already in the recorded comment. Let me get my belt. So this, including the Amazon dress and all of the crochet and knit patterns. So I put the belt around the whole thing, pull my arms up to blouse up the arms and to bring up the sides, and you've got a cardigan. I don't know about you. I love this, and I think it's just an incredible transformation from a 55-inch square piece of fabric. So here's the front, and here's the back. Now, if you already have Layers Crochet book, you have this pattern. If you don't have Layers Crochet book and you want to get that book, you can order it on my website or Amazon as an ebook, a paperback book, or if you just want the Faye Ruwana Crochet on Fabric pattern, it's available as an instant download on my website, and I've linked to that pattern in the video description as well as in the recorded comments. And I see Judy's been sharing links as well, so thank you for that, Judy. So if you need an instant link, she's sharing them here in the live chat as well. So this is one of the pieces that I wanted to show you. Isn't it beautiful? Does anybody have any questions about this pattern before I move on to some of the other ideas that I had for styling? I was just so inspired by this purple today that I pulled some sample garments out that we haven't talked about a while that I thought were really great candidates for it. Thank you, Chantel. I love this dress so much. It's comfortable, it's figure, it's curves your figure, what's the word I'm looking for? It hugs the curves, but with layering pieces, I feel like it's not overpowering. And I am wearing Spanx this morning too. That's okay, whatever it takes. Yes, you can buy the chiffon scarf in my Redbubble shop, and then you can download the pattern on my website to make the whole thing together. The dress is a perfect length. This ends up being a perfect length. They just work well together. I love the whole thing. Yeah, there's the Faye Ruwana. And then there's links in the video description for my Redbubble shop where you can shop all my beautiful prints in this beautiful chiffon scarf. All sorts of stuff, all sorts of ideas. So I may as well try on and do a progress pic, or a progress shot in my Sweet Clara cardigan, or vest, because that's the beauty of top down, right? You can try things on as you go. And I just wanted to show that this color will be amazing with the purple dress too. I love turquoise and purple together. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I plan on wearing it with white jeans and a tank top a lot too though, but definitely could wear this as well. And it's obviously not long enough yet, but I still have plenty of my ball left. So I'll just keep working till I run out of yarn, and I have plenty of yarn left, but it's going to be stunning. No, I don't have a generator. Nope. I just didn't open the fridge and, you know, put a wet cloth on my face. That's all. That was fine. I've been through worse. That's what I always like to tell myself. When something's rough, I just go, I've been through worse. Power came back on. Okay, so the next piece that we haven't talked about in a while, let's do this piece next. Okay, so the next piece we haven't talked about in a while is this stunner. This is a one ball project in Be So Fine yarn. Look at the size of that shawl. Is that incredible? It's a sampler shawl, meaning that you change stitch pattern a couple of times within the pattern. It's called the Knit Sampler, and I've already linked the to the pattern page in the video description and in the fixed comments. So here's that beautiful size. Now when you make a shawl this big, you've got lots of styling options, right? So obviously you've got the classic, you can wear it in a classic shawl style, you can wear it on the side. It's got a nice round edge in the back, but because it's so voluminous, you could also easily wear it as a cape. So I'll drop it down on my shoulders a bit, and I could either tie it here, add a corset tie, or just really quickly add a banana clip, or not a banana clip, one of my butterfly clips. Isn't that beautiful? You could corset tie this or any number of ways, but I think that that is really beautiful. And it's another sheer fabric, so you're still seeing the silhouette of my slim fitted dress underneath, but you're not seeing all the details of the bumps and imperfections of wearing a slim fitted dress underneath, which I think is the best of both worlds. The other way I wanted to show you is that last time I went to Miami Beach, I wore this as a beach sarong, and it was amazing. And now you could tie it like that, and I think that's fine. But the other way that I didn't show you as a cape that would have worked as well is by taking two pieces of it like this, pinching them. It's such a fine fabric that you can pinch the fabric and create a tie like that. And I'll show this way as a cape as well, but oh my gosh, adorable, right? Another really cute way to change up your hand knits and add them to your store-bought clothes. I think this is adorable worked in the front. I think it's adorable on the side, and I wore it as a beach cover-up over a black bikini, and it looked amazing. Now I'll do that same thing as the cape now too. So instead of using that clip that I just showed you, I could even just pinch, and this only works with super fine and drapey fabrics. But it's awesome. And as long as you don't pinch too hard, you're not hurting anything. So I'm going to pinch two pieces like this, just like I did down below around my waist, and just loosely tie them in a knot. There, done. I mean, I don't know about you, and I can't see comments right now, so I really don't know what you think, but I think this is amazing. And not just over this dress, but this would be amazing over anything that you want a little layer on top. Anything. Before I move on, I think I'll stop and ask some answer some questions. Yeah, you know, remember, knitting takes less yarn to create the same size fabric than crochet does, approximately 30% less. So imagine, this is what I was able to do this with one ball of Be So Fine yarn, 650 yards. That's incredible. But I'll wait and see if there's... Yes, hip scarves to help cover tummies, or sarongs. I call them sarongs, but if you call them hip scarves, either way, yes, they're amazing. Oh, this is a really old colorway. This is a very old sample. I don't have this color in stock, but I have lots of gorgeous colors in stock, including some beautiful berry colors, mulberries in stock. That'd be amazing. I do not have Spanx in my Amazon shop, but I should. So I will share the kinds that I like in my Amazon shop soon, and I'll let you know on the podcast when I've added them there, because I do have some very distinct opinions about what works and what doesn't work with Spanx. So I'll share that with you once I find the products that I like on there. Great suggestion. Does anybody have any other questions about this one before we move on? You're welcome, Carrie. Mulberry is an amazing new color, and I have lots of beautiful colors in stock. So even though this particular color isn't available, I have lots of beautiful colors right now. And this is the Lace Sampler Knit Shawl. Judy just posted the link in the live chat, and I've also posted a link to the pattern in the video description and also in the fixed comments. What is the yarn weight? Number one fingering weight, and bamboo, 100% bamboo, which is what gives it that incredible light drapiness. So pretty. I love this. All right, I don't think there's any more comments, so I will move on to the next piece. Yes, Christine, I'll be happy to share my thoughts on Spanx. All right, the next piece I wanted to show you is the Infinity Shawl. Remember when I lost this, their Infinite Friendship Shawl? Remember when I lost this one and it turns out it was just in a bag in the car that got dumped in the garage because the pandemic started and I stopped doing the podcast at the beach and blah, 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 blah. Well, I found the bag and I have my shawl back, and yay! This is also a very generous size shawl. This one's done in how many colors? 5 colors of Be So Baby yarn, another 5 color combination. Starting from the top, this is Prince, Periwinkle, Orchid, Violet, and Eggplant. Super easy top-down shawl. The pattern's available on my website. The yarn is also available on my website. There's a video tutorial for it as well. And I incorporated a beautiful tassel style chain fringe on this one that actually works within the stitch pattern. Isn't that great? It almost looks like a tropical flower to me. I love the way that worked out. Anyway, I wanted to show you some cool things you can do with a large triangular shawl. You know how sometimes I'm not a big fan of the triangle in the back? Well, if you don't like the triangle in the back, you can always offset your shawl. So instead of tying it just in the front, tying it off on the side and giving that little bit of asymmetry, which I know I say I don't like asymmetry. This is one exception where I do like it. I love this diagonal line of lace when I wear a shawl on the side like that. I think that that's really cool. And then that point ends up being off to the side as well. But these are, you could also wear this one as a sarong. You could clip it or tie it. I think tying it from the ends would be a little too bulky. So I'm going to suggest that this would be a great candidate for a clip. And notice how I'm letting it angle down. So we'll start at the natural waist and let the point here angle down. And then I think that that's really beautiful over this dress. But wait, there's more. There's one other thing that I wanted to show you. That's a way you can convert a shawl into a shrug. And that's by putting it back over your shoulders and taking these two ends at the bottom here, putting them behind your back and tying just that tiny little bit at the end, loosely tying it so you can undo it when you want, easily take it back off. Now this alone is a great shrug size, but I'm suggesting that you could even take a clip or corset tie the front, and then it truly becomes more of a shrug look. Now maybe not over this dress, or if you felt more comfortable in this region on your body, then you could totally rock this with this dress. But you could wear this style of transforming this shawl into a shrug over all sorts of things. So I'm going to sit down again and see, look at, I mean, it's just gorgeous. And if you did a corset tie with a chain, I think that this would be even prettier. I love it as a shawl too, but I just like showing you that once you make something, you're not limited to just wearing it one way. You can wear, I mean, look at those diagonal lines of the color work too. I mean, that's really flattering to my face and my head as well. Yes, Christine, there's lots of one ball Be So Fine shawl patterns on my website. Thank you, Chris. Yes, the darker bottom is slimming, and it works really well with the dress too. It's darker than the dress, but it's very close in color. Thanks, Cindy. I'm glad it's informative. Oh, this would be amazing as a bathing suit cover-up. Yes, I think I can't remember if I showed that. Oh yeah, I showed it with the clip as a sarong. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous over a bathing suit. Any one of these shawls would be fantastic as a shrug or a sarong over a bathing suit. But if there are no more questions, I might start moving on. Thank you, Julia. I like the variety too, Donna. I think it's so fun. And fringe has such great movement, which brings me to my next shawl that this one has great movement too. This is the Stella Shawl in Be So Sporty Bling yarn with that fantastic fringe done in foundation ovals. Remember that one? This one has foundation oval fringe, so there's no cut yarn, nothing to lose its integrity over time of washing and friction. And this one can also be worn in a variety of ways because it is such a large and voluminous shawl. So obviously there's the traditional shawl, which a simple shawl with fringe, you really can't go wrong with that style ever. Again, you can lower it down, add a clip, and then it looks more like a cape. And you could even add more clips in the, let's see, let's get that even. You could add, I went the wrong way. Is that about even? Yeah, okay, so you get a little more coverage once you don't tie it and cinch it instead. That's with one of those butterfly clips. You could also make an extra chain and corset tie it. You know I love corset ties too. Corset tying this would make it look more like a poncho. That would be an amazing look. And then the fringe just has such amazing movement when you walk. Now, you could also do that shrug style that I mentioned. Let's tie it. Take those little bits from the bottom and tie them in the back. Let's see if we have enough here for pulling it forward. I would prefer chain tie for this one. I don't think I have enough to cover my chest, but that's because I have a large chest. If you had a smaller bosom, this would be easier to do, I suppose. I've got it though, but even if this is too tight, you could still do a chain tie here. That's not bad, actually. Looks more like one of those halter tops that you tie in the front. So it's actually not bad. It's actually pretty cute. This would also be an amazing sarong. Wearing this to the beach over a bathing suit or to a pool party over a bathing suit would be gorgeous between the bling yarn and the fringe. So you could tie it like that. Super cute tied on the side, cute tied in the front, but then you could also clip it as well. Or even pull those two pieces like we did on the knit sampler. I'm gonna have to pull them a little lower. Yes, Chris, there's lots of tutorials on the foundation ovals. I've done it for many, many patterns, and I've shared it in many, many ways, including these foundation ovals on the fringe. How cute is that? Gorgeous for a beach cover-up. And look at that movement. You could dance in it. Oh, it'd be so cute. This is the Stella crochet shawl, which is a pattern on my website, and there's a video tutorial for it here on YouTube, and it's a relatively simple chain mesh shawl, which is a classic, but then it has those foundation oval fringe at the bottom, which is very unique, and it just has amazing movement. Hopefully you can see the bling in there. This is Be So Sporty Bling. Then I brought out a couple of other pieces that I just thought would be great to wear over this style dress. This is the Sabrina vest from Layers Crochet, which is a great piece that you can throw over anything. I have worn this vest over anything from the different silhouettes of the different Amazon dresses I've bought over the years. I've worn it over jeans, I've worn it over shorts, the slim fitted dresses like this, the dresses that do A-line, because you know sometimes vests don't work for every silhouette of dress underneath. This one works for all of them. I don't know why. This works over anything I've thrown it over. It's a no-brainer. There is some shaping to it which is really unique. It's square motifs throughout the whole pattern, and then I added triangle motifs for shaping in the hip area. So it has a little bit of hip ease, and then there's a triangle motif here that gives you that V-line. Tassels and chain ties, obviously one of my favorite things, you know that. I love a corset tie. I'll take that over buttons any day. It's just something I love. But this is one of those pieces. I didn't show you the back, did I? This is just one of those pieces that once you make it and you have it in your wardrobe, it works over anything. And look at It's covering up the details of a slim fitted dress, but still giving you the silhouette of a slim fitted dress underneath. It's sheer, you can see through it. It's not bulky, it has movement, but yet it's a little more modest than just wearing the dress on its own. This one is in Be So Sporty yarn, and this pattern, as well as any of the garment patterns, you know, come in tons of sizes, and you can find this one in either layers crochet, or you can find it as a single PDF download on my website. There's links provided already in the video description, as well as the fixed comments, and there's a video tutorial to correspond with the pattern as well. For anybody interested, I am drinking Fuzzy Navel white tea iced this morning, which is this blend of white tea with dried peaches and dried oranges in it, and I've added a little bit of lime. It is delicious. Wait and see if there's any questions, and then I have one last shawl to show you. Joe, you ordered the summer sample pack. This is one of the samples that comes in there. This is, I'm in love with all of them, but I think you will be too, because I know we have a similar love for Benzie. I've lost 4 pounds this week, or 4 pounds recently, but I'm also wearing Spanx. That's why I look better. Yes, it's white tea. It has some health benefits to it. It's higher in antioxidants, I think, than other teas. But that summer sampler pack from Adagio Teas had 4 flavors in it. Yesterday I tried the watermelon cooler. Today I'm trying Fuzzy Navel, which is orange and peach and white tea. Several of them were herbals too. And then the next one to try is key lime, which I think will be interesting. And then the last one is mango. I think they're all going to be amazing, and I love to drink iced tea, and most of them are herbal too. Thanks, Chantel. It is, Joe, I know you love tea. You're going to love it just as much as I do. I know you are. I can't wait to hear what you think. What's my favorite tea, Steve wants to know. Oh my gosh, that's tough. I love so much tea. It's kind of like asking me what my favorite color is. I am a tea lover. But I don't consider myself a tea snob, because I still love Lipton black tea for classic iced tea, but I love jasmine tea, I love rose tea, I love peach tea, I love green tea, I love matcha. Oh, Chris is getting buy one, get one of white tea at Starbucks today. That's awesome. Lemongrass and ginger, it's another favorite of mine too, Joe. Yeah, I love, love, love tea. I love iced tea, and I love hot tea. I love chai tea, but don't like chai tea at Starbucks. It's way too sweet and syrupy. I like to make it at home. In fact, I have a recipe for making homemade chai spice. You might have seen that in my book, 80 Handmade Gifts, or I think I've shared the recipe on my blog as well. Making homemade chai spice is wonderful, and I feel like it's probably healthier for you to mix your own spices and fresher, and then you can control how much milk or no milk or type of milk, dairy, non-dairy, and you can also control how much sugar you put in as well. Yeah, I have it in my book, 80 Handmade Gifts, because it makes a great gift too. You can buy a little jar and fill it with chai spice for someone who's a tea lover or somebody that likes to cook. It's great for adding. That's awesome. Kiranjit makes chai tea from India. Wonderful. I make it homemade sometimes too. Yes, Earl Grey is another favorite of mine. Magic Hour, I've not heard of that. Oh, I have one more sample to show you too. I wanted to show you the Trinity Shawl, and there's one way of wearing a shawl that honestly, before I was a knit and crochet designer many years ago, I used to always love to wear shawls, not always homemade, they would have been store-bought at the time, and I used to wear rectangular shawls mostly, but sometimes triangular shawls when they had fringe. And I have to tell you, I never secured them when I wore them before I worked in the industry. I wanted to show you how I used to wear shawls, which I think is the classic romantic look for a date, and I brought out what I think would be the perfect date shawl. This is the Trinity Shawl, which is simple stitches, beautiful stripes, two passionate colors, and then a little bit of sequins in the bobble-edged fringe. And I wanted to show you how I would have worn this years ago when I used to date, I guess. And I always wore a shawl draped maybe on my shoulders, maybe off my shoulders, but always in the crook of my elbows. And I loved wearing a shawl like this, which is what you would see in movies and TV. I'd either have it just on my shoulders and at the crook of my elbows, and I would let it fall off my shoulder and I'd pick it back up. And I just thought there was something so sexy about having a draped fabric that just kind of slipped down and you brought it back up, and it's something to play with and play around with like that. So I just wanted to remind you that it doesn't always have to be perfectly fitted on you. You can, when you play with your fabric, it can be a little bit sexy too. And I had kind of forgotten about that because that's not the lifestyle that I have anymore. But some of you might, and you might even just go on a date night with your husband, and then you don't have to secure it with this or that or get all fussy. You can just let it drape and slip and pull it back up and play with your tassels or your ties. And this is absolutely stunning to wear, even if you just drape it over your body. Linda, I'm so glad you've enjoyed this episode today. I thought this was fun too. I was so inspired by this new dress and the color of this dress that I thought I needed to pull out some samples. And yes, Benzie, in Europe they use shawls a lot, and I've always been very inspired by European movies and styling of European actresses. And so I really took a lot of my style ideas when I was younger from European actresses, definitely. And just older eras. I mean, from, 50s pinup models, Marilyn Monroe, all of the actresses from the 40s and 50s. I've been watching old movies since I was a little girl, and I've always taken style inspiration from people from those older generations, that strong women who were very fashion conscious. Yes, Audrey Hepburn. Yes, love her. Thank you, Trina. I'm glad. Yeah, you know what? I like shawls year-round, Carmen. I know I can understand why you like them in the winter, but I like we didn't even talk about wearing any of these as cowls or scarves either. So many different ways to wear them when it's colder out as well. But since it's hot and I'm feeling inspired by this new kind of sexy dress that I have, I just wanted to show you some of those other ways to wear it. I love Bridget Bardot, Chantel. Yes, she's somebody that inspires me very much. Her style inspires me very much. Thank you so much. That is a huge compliment. Yes, the MI yarns make beautiful summer shawls. I agree. But because of the drape of the yarn, it really makes wonderful pieces for styling in the cooler months to wear something around your neck too. Yes, Geraldine, I watch old movies for clothes and styling all the time. And I just love the way people interacted in movies. I like the way men treated women in old movies too. I just felt like they were a little more romantic than they are nowadays. I think that's why I'm single. Not that impressed. Sophia Loren, I love her and her style, yes. Thank you, Chris. The Fair to Remember is one of my favorite old movies. I watched one recently though, and I can't remember what it was. Grace Kelly, I love her too, yes. What do you think, baby Bjorn? He'll watch anything with me. If I sit down to knit and crochet and watch a movie, he'll watch anything. Did I mention that I started watching a new show on Netflix this week? Fauda, F-A-U-D-A. Yes, I did model in my teenage years, Benzie. I'm watching a new show that's based in Israel, Casablanca and Breakfast at Tiffany's. Yes, I love both of those. Yes, wonderful. Fauda, if anyone needs a new series, it's violent. It's about terrorism, which I love that kind of stuff. And it's filmed in Israel, which reminds me of when I lived there. So I just wanted to mention that if anybody likes military type stuff and if you like international stuff with a little bit of subtitles, just thought I'd mention that it is good if you like that genre. If you don't like that genre, don't watch it. Fauda, F-A-U-D-A. It's on Netflix. Yes, it's probably a husband kind of movie if we're going to go there, but I like those types of shows, so I'm enjoying it a lot. Whoa. The more I wear my glasses, the more I need them now. This is crazy. Yeah, so if you need a tip for a husband show, I guess. Oh, Kim, I'm happy being single now. Yeah, there was a time when I wasn't, but I'm definitely okay being single now. Oh, if your mom liked Narcos, she'll like it. Yes, definitely. Oh, Lisa, you got the glasses. You got these? Oh, do you like them? I'm so glad. I think they're so cute. I love the clear frames. I like the little bit of blue tint in these, but I like the clear frames too. Oh, good. I'm so glad you like them. Wonderful. Lily, you need glasses all the time now. Yeah, me too. Oh, Lena Horne. Yes, I love her too. I love old musicals as well. South Pacific, I love that one. I'm gonna have to think of an old movie to watch tonight, maybe. Thank you. Yeah, I love Sophia Loren. She's amazing. I've always loved her style. And Marilyn Monroe. Oh, Billie Holiday. She's one of my favorite singers of all time. Yes, her and Dinah Washington, my favorites. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, I really like these. I really like this style on. I like how clear they are. I think it's an interesting look. Yes, Rodgers and Hammerstein movies are great. I agree. Well, thanks so much, everybody, for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed all the show and tell and all of the different styling ideas with the different shawls and wraps and vests. If you want the information on anything I showed you today, just scroll down to the video description or scroll further down to the fixed comments and you will see links to everything that I showed you today. If you have any questions from there, by all means leave me a comment and let me know what you need help with. I'm always happy to help when I can. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye-bye.